So let's have a little conversation here, because I'm thoroughly upset and thoroughly tired of oh my god. I want to play Valorant right now. I want to go and play Valorant. Okay? And what happened was, when I went to Valorant, and we'll do this right now because we'll talk about this thread here. We wanted to play Valorant, right? We wanted to play Valorant, and I'm an hour into my stream after doing a little bit of little here and there with my, with my community, or lack thereof, and I was ready to play it. But as you can see, it says that I have to reboot my computer, which means I have to reboot my entire system, and I have to restart my stream. Okay. What I would love is for me to be able to boot up Vanguard and be able to play Valorant. How do I know that? Because I just turned on my computer and turned on my stream. So how do I know that Vanguard is going to be running the next time that I do it, which I don't know? And how do I know that I'm not going to be sitting for the next hour trying to get it to boot up again, and for me to start my stream again? Okay, how do I know that? How can I actually know that? That's another thing. Okay, and so the whole thing behind Vanguard is to prevent people from cheating in the free-to-play game Valorant, which is perfectly fine. Like, if you have your cheat, your punk buster of like the new age, and like you need this thing in order to run the game, perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. Okay. The one thing that bothers me is that you're telling me that I have to have the game running, or have to have that running as soon as my computer boots up, which it kind of really doesn't make any sense, because if anybody were to make cheats for this game, they would find a way to go around that anyways. They would find a bypass so that, you don't even have to have Vanguard running, which is number one. And they would find a bypass to be able to have it so that it ignores Vanguard to begin with, and it just, like, you just hack the game, like having outlines for characters, being able to see through smokes and all that stuff. Like, all of that stuff is possible with any kind of coder that is, any kind of coder that is able to be like, okay, just bypass Vanguard, who cares? My issue with the whole Vanguard thing is that you're really pursue what's that word? Presuming? You're really assuming that being able to run Vanguard as soon as the game launches is going to help prevent those hacks from happening, which I firmly believe is not true. So I went to see if there's any way to manually start Vanguard on my computer, so that when I do launch Valorant, you have the Vanguard already running, and that way the Vanguard will work and you can play. But there's no way of doing this. So I closed Vanguard via the tray after playing Valorant. I want to play it now again, and it says Vanguard is deactivated, but I can't find a way to start it again. Do I really need to restart my entire PC just to restart Vanguard? Got informed, yes, I need to, and that's pretty stupid. Guess that's a deal breaker for me. I hate random stuff running in the background. Which is a reasonable thing. Very reasonable thing. Why would Vanguard need to be running on my computer to do whatever it needs to do on my PC in order to know that I am not hacking? What kind of bullshit are you monitoring? What kind of and that's a whole other thing too, right? But what got to me in this whole conversation is this part right here. Vanguard requires a PC reboot, so that cheats can restrict it before it launches, which is why it needs to be launched when the PC starts. The OP goes, wow, that's pretty stupid. Another person goes, it's inconvenient but hardly stupid. That's how it can at least try to be its most effective, by starting before the cheese can hide behind the curtains. And then the OP goes, there are already color bots, color aimbots, see-through smokes, hacks, and no recoil and others, free and publicly available. It's literally just a stupid measure cheat makers will apply, will always be ahead. That's just how things are. Things are. Just don't make your things inconvenient. No anti-cheat stops all cheats. Just because some have already crept up doesn't mean it's ineffective in stopping lower tier cheats that are more commonplace. It reduces the amount and / makes it harder. It's a pipe dream to ever think that It's a pipe dream to ever think that a game will be 100% cheat free. Yeah, no anti-cheat can achieve 100%, but Vanguard doesn't seem different other than anti-cheat, at least for now, with the ability to block in cheaters, but does not limit players with diminishing returns. So the thing, this person, Platform King, is trying to, is not really understanding the whole thing about Vanguard, okay? And he's kind of contradicting himself because he's just talking about the cheat itself, which doesn't make sense, because if the cheats were able to be ran through Vanguard, then why does Vanguard need to be ran at the beginning of your boot time, in the beginning of your computer boot, when the cheat is going to be bypassing it anyway? Does that make any sense? If Vanguard can run at the beginning of the second that you launch Valorant, that is when it's most effective. It doesn't make it any less or more effective because it launches at the beginning of boot time. Because I can have it so that it prioritizes what launches first. I can make it, or I guess programmers can make it so that the cheats run before Vanguard runs. Does that like regardless, people are gonna do that. Regardless, people are gonna make it so that Vanguard loads second or loads last, or isn't in a position where like Vanguard, like the cheats that Vanguard is supposed to stop happens anyways. What this person's trying to say is that no cheat will ever stop it. And what the original poster is saying that it's stupid that it has to be ran at the beginning of posting, which I firmly believe. If I can launch Vanguard right now and it finds something that is that is contradicting or like troublesome, then I would want Vanguard to be able to be like, yeah, let's close it, let's nuke it, which is perfectly fine. But to do that at the beginning of boot compared to doing it at the beginning of launching a game, to me it just doesn't make sense. All in all that means is that I have to now go to my computer and restart it. I say it's just a question about how long until every anti-cheat is like this, at least to every competitive game. I only play once every day, so I don't mind restarting my PC when am going to play. Prefer to not have it running all the time. When I see that there's already open public working cheats everywhere, anyone can download for Valorant, is just unnecessary and stupid. That's my argument as well. People are going to find a way to get through it. Cheats I literally found in 3 seconds. See-through smokes, no recoil, bunny hop scripts, and color aimbots, and so on. So it seems to be a freaky security nightmare for nothing. bunny hop, aim color, color aim, and no recoil can all be made through AHK, which is technically allowed by Riot. But they require Vanguard to start on system boot because most decent cheats also run at a kernel level and or before the game even boots up. Oh my god. These guys are too These guys are too focused, are too jet set on the concept of it being what cheats are being used. The real problem is, why does the thing need to launch at the beginning of boot time of your boot for your Windows boot compared to when you launch the game? Either way, you're gonna have the Vanguard ignoring the cheats. The effectiveness doesn't change between it starting off on the game time or it starting off when your Windows boots, which I know, sure, like you can have it happen after the you can launch a program after the Windows boots so that when Vanguard boots, it ignores Vanguard. Like, I get that, but people would find a way to have it so that it ignores Vanguard's boot, or it would ignore Vanguard's security measures even as when the cheat starts. Like, you can probably make a cheat so that it restarts your computer and activates as it's booting up. Like, does not make any sense? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Anyways, I'm tired. I'm gonna play Vanguard for like another month at most, and I'm gonna try to do something good with it and try to get better by a little bit, if anything. But if I have to deal with Vanguard every single time and not knowing, like, I have to go up here and then look if it launched, if it actually launched. I have to go to my system tray and be like, oh yeah, it's right there. Okay. I'll be back. I'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you so much for watching. I'm kind of mad now. I'm kind of mad. All right, enjoy.